Michael, a really bruising night for you. Was that just a case of a much better team with much better players?
Yeah, listen, I think we played against an excellent team over 2 legs. There was times in the 2 games where we did well, and obviously we scored 3 goals over the 2 games, so we're bitterly disappointed with the way we defended at times in key moments over the 2 legs, and certainly tonight, when we get the game back to 2-1, you put a little bit of intrigue in the air, but so to go and concede straight away, and I thought the story of the 2 legs was that we couldn't handle Saibari and De Jong. We, as a team, in everything that we tried, we couldn't handle them. In times in the second half tonight, we had to go for it, obviously, because we were down at half time, and we actually had opportunities in the second half to score more goals, but I think it's clear for everyone over the 2 games that it's fair that PSV go through, and they're an excellent team.
You now drop into the Europa League. Given Rangers' performance in the Champions League last year and the margin of victory for PSV tonight, do you think that could be a blessing in disguise?
Well, we wanted to get there. We wanted to get there, and then you see what the draw brings. But we haven't made it. We're not going to deny being disappointed. I think we drew the hardest opponent we could draw at this stage of the competition. If I look at some of the other games, going into the Europa League this year looks as strong as ever, with teams like Liverpool and other sides in there that you can face. So we'll wait and see what the draw brings. I think for this team coming together after a lot of change, this game come far too soon. That's what's clear.
You said just there yourself, you want to be in the Champions League. It's not happening for you this season. How far away do you think this group are from that level?
I think this group's got a way to go because it's a new team. The most important thing for our fans, for the players, for myself, is to get there via the domestic competition. We have to win our home league, and we haven't done that for a couple of seasons, and our focus is on that. We have a huge game of the weekend. We'll pick the bones out of tonight in the international break. Our focus now has to be on recovering and preparing for the weekend, starting the season, going into this international break. We obviously wanted to try and make the Champions League. We've fallen short. We wanted to be in the quarterfinal of the Cup, and we want to be top of the league. 2 of those things, or the last one of those things, is in our hands now. Our focus has to be on that, and it's clear as a team we need to improve at this level. I think PSV are an excellent team. I think this PSV team is the strongest team I've seen from this club in a while.
And how do you pick them up for Celtic on Sunday? Because a defeat's one thing, but that was a hammering tonight.
Okay, that's your words. I think, listen, they were ruthless. They were ruthless. The level between this competition and domestic is different. We go into it, we'll dust this off. It's a huge game. It's the perfect game for us to go into it with. The team we're playing against don't come into it in a fantastic place either, so it's an intriguing derby at the weekend, and everything's to play for.
Did you expect better for the team tonight, Michael?
Yeah, I didn't expect us to concede the goals the way that we did.
What do you put it down to then, the defending? What would you put that down to? You're saying that kind of PSV attackers were just too much?
Listen, I think they're a very, very good team. I thought we found it very, very hard to look after De Jong and the number 10, and they won the duels of our centre-backs, and it made the game difficult for us. As a team throughout, we could have shown more quality. I felt we started the game quite well, but we ended up sitting deep and we couldn't stay with the ball, and that was partly due to our quality, but also partly to the way that PSV stayed with the ball and counter-pressed us. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that we were terrible, because I also think the other team, the resistance was stronger than this team's faced this season, and the level was too much for us. That was clear.
Michael, your goalkeeper put on a very good display tonight. It could have been a lot worse without him. Is the challenge for the rest of the new signings to get up to the level that Jack Butland's shown so far?
Yeah, I think Jack's shown he's a quality goalkeeper. I think it was a fantastic signing for us on a free transfer of his age and his capabilities, for sure.
And in terms of the selection tonight, I mean, a lot of people were surprised not to see Ryan Jack in the team just because of his experience in these type of games and the way he's performed, especially last week. Can you just sort of explain your thinking behind that?
I think every time I pick a team, someone's been surprised someone's not playing. I don't think that had any outcome in the outcome of the final result of the game. I think it was clear over the 2 legs the better team's gone through, so we can pick the bones in. He could have played or he could have played. I think PSV are a good team, and they showed it against us tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.